Alright. Welcome back, everyone, to this episode of Tre Plays, Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball. We're in episode 4, and let's check our standings. Looks like Baltimore's still in third. They're 9-8 for the season. Detroit, top of the American League. See the schedule. We just lost to the White Sox, and we're playing the White Sox again, and then the Minnesota Twins, and then the Royals, then the Twins. All right. Then the Blue Jays. Check the stats of the players really quick. Got Brady Anderson batting .395 with 6 home runs. For some reason, Ripken is just not delivering. Brady Anderson's got like 17 RBIs. I'm gonna change the batting order. Let's put Hoyles where Ripken is. We'll put Ripken where Anderson is. Put Baines where we'll leave Baines there. So you got Ripken, McLemore, Devereaux, Hoyles cleanup, Baines backup cleanup, Anderson backup cleanup, Reynolds, Pagliaro, Segui. Remember Jeffrey Hammonds used to hit tons of home runs. Maybe I'll switch out Devereaux for Hammonds. Nah, let's save it. We'll try that lineup, something new. All right, Baltimore Orioles, Jamie Moyer versus Belcher.
Play ball. Foul ball.
Cal Ripken hits a foul ball.
He's out.
Cal Ripken line drive to first baseman.
He's out.
Mark McLemore line drive to third baseman. Mike Devereaux
He's out.
thrown out at first.
Out.
Joey Cora up to bat.
He's out.
Ripken makes a diving play. Robin Ventura up to bat. Hits it down the first baseline for a double. Frank Thomas up to bat.
Here I.
Caught swinging.
Here I.
Caught swinging again.
He's out.
Frank Thomas strikes out, leaving Robin Ventura on second. Chris Hoyle's up to bat.
Here I. He's out.
Chris Hoyles hits it to the gap, and he's caught out.
He's out.
Harold Baines out. Brady Anderson hits a little blooper past center fielder, and he has a double.
Save. Foul ball.
Harold Reynolds up to bat.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
He's out.
And Harold Reynolds strikes out, leaving Brady Anderson on base. Moyer pitches to Burks. Third baseman fields it. Thrown out at first. George Bell up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the strike. Thrown out at first.
Here I.
Johnson up to bat.
Here I.
See if we can get him swinging. Little blooper. And thrown out at first. Got Pagliaro up to bat. Pagliaro thrown out at first. David Segui
He's out.
hits it to the shortstop, and he's out. Starting the batting lineup again, Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat.
Here I.
It's a little blooper past first base. McLemore hits
He's
it,
out.
and that's the end of the sides. We got Karkovich up to bat. It's a line drive down left field. Ozzie Guillen up to bat.
Save.
Putting some pressure on Kirkovich.
Here I. Ow.
Forces
He's
the double
out.
play. Tam Raines up to bat. Fielded.
He's out.
Thrown out at first. Got Mike Devereaux up to bat.
Foul ball.
It's a foul ball. A little blooper to third baseman, and he's out.
Foul.
Chris Hoyles hits a monster foul ball.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Harold Baines up to bat.
He's out.
It's a foul ball to third base. It's caught for an out.
Here I. He's out.
Robin Ventura up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
Foul. Out.
And he's thrown out at first. Frank Thomas up to bat. Fielded, thrown out at first. Oh, going into the top of the fifth, it's 0-0, 2 hits each. And Brady Anderson, solo home run, put the O's on the board. Harold Reynolds up to bat, thrown out at first. Mike Pagliaro up to bat. Little blooper to shallow left. And he's got a single. David Segui.
Out.
Bunt sacrifices to move him to scoring position. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to the shortstop. Eddie Burke's thrown out at first. George Bell, or Greg Bell.
Foul. He's out.
Hits it to Ripken.
Here I. Here I.
Lonnie Johnson, foul ball, and it's caught by Hoyles for a side change. Going into the top of the sixth, the Baltimore Orioles up 1-0. Got Mark McLemore up to bat.
He's out.
Caught for an out. Mike Daverow swings way too early. Hits it to the shortstop, and he's thrown out at first. Chris Hoyles up to bat. It's into shallow right field for a base hit. Harold Baines hits it over the head of the gap, second baseman, for a single.
Here I.
Brady Anderson up to bat. It's a little blooper.
He's out.
Forces an out at second. Going in the bottom of the sixth, Baltimore up 1-0. Kirkovich up to bat. Takes the pitch from Moyer.
Here I.
Fielded, thrown out at first. Ozzie Guillen up to bat. Moyer pitches. And Ozzie Guillen homers, solo home run, and walks to the base like a pimp. 370 feet. Ties the ball game.
He's out.
Tim Raines hits it to the first baseman. It's out. Joey Cora hits.
He's out.
Caught. And that changes sides. Going to the top of the 7th, Baltimore, Chicago White Sox. Tied 1 apiece. Harold Reynolds thrown out at first. Mike Pagliaro up to bat.
He's out.
Hits a line drive to third baseman, and he's out. David Segui swings way too early.
He's out.
Caught to change the sides. Robin Ventura up to bat. Jamie Moyer. It always throws me off. The pit. I'm like trying to control the pitcher, and he's running over there, and he's actually going to cover first base.
He's out. Save.
And he can't switch players. Eddie Burks is up.
Out.
Forces a double play for change sides.
Here I. Time.
Did it not update my title? Yeah, it did. Good. All right, Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. It's a line drive to the third baseman, thrown out at first. Mark McLemore up to bat. Secret bunt.
Out.
Ooh, barely thrown out at first. Mike Devereaux up to bat.
Here I.
Swings and misses. It's a little blooper to first base. That's change sides. Chicago White Sox have a chance to win the game. Unfortunately,
He's out.
Brady Anderson gets under it, catches it into deep left field.
Here I.
Johnson watches the first strike.
Here I.
For some reason, strikes at that.
Bubble. He's out.
Caught looking
Come on.
and complains to the ump.
Here I.
Borkovich up to bat.
Oh.
Picks the first one looking. It's a monster foul ball.
He's out.
And he swings at that for a strikeout. Going to the top of the 9th, and it's tied 1-1.
Here I.
Chris Hoyle swings for the fences. Hit to the shortstop, thrown out at first. Harold Baines up to bat.
Here I.
Swings way too early. Hits it to the shortstop, and he's thrown out at first. It's all up to Brady Anderson to put some points on the board.
Here I.
Swings way too early. Hits at the left field for a change. Ooh, going in the bottom of the ninth. Ozzie Guillen up to bat. He homered last time. Hitting to Ripken. Thrown out at first. Tim Raines up to bat.
Here I.
Swings and misses. Fielded by Brady Anderson. Joey Cora up to bat.
Oh. He's out.
And we go into extra innings. Top of the 10th. Harold Reynolds up to bat.
Here I.
Swings and misses.
Foul.
It's a foul ball down the first baseline. It's a little blooper to shallow center, and he's on base. Mike Pagliaro.
Save. Save.
Ooh, beats the double play. David Segui up to bat.
Here I. He's out. Save. Save.
Ooh, they're trying for a triple play.
Foul.
Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. He has a chance to redeem himself.
He's out. Save.
And hits it right to the pitcher.
He's out.
And leave runners on base. Of course, Robin Ventura up to bat. And he belts a homer. And that ends the extra innings first pitch of the bottom of the 10th. Robin Ventura belts a homer. The Orioles beat by the Chicago White Sox 2-1. What else in the news? A Brewer star signs massive $100 million contract. Jamie Moyer, amazing pitching job. Left pretty much their whole team hitless. 2 homers. We got Mark McLemore hitless, Devereaux hitless, David Segui hitless, single homer by Anderson, and we move on to the next game. Here's the game results for the 27th. And we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Baltimore Orioles. I think I'm going to change my lineup. No, I'm good.
Play ball.
We'll give our new lineup another run. All right, looks like we got Ben McDonald. He's got an ERA this season of 3.25. Usually does pretty good. Pitching to S. Mac. Ripken fields it, and he's out. Ben McDonald pitches to Chuck Knobloch.
Here I.
Chuck Knobloch takes the first pitch. Ripken catches it for an out. Kirby Puckett up to bat. Ripken fields it, thrown out at first for a change. Ripken hits it down the third baseline, and he's thrown out at first. Mark McLemore up to bat.
Here I.
Swings way too early.
He's out.
And it's caught.
He's out.
Oh, an amazing jumping catch by the second baseman to change the sides. Ken Harbuck up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first one as a strike.
Here I.
Second one is a strike. Let's see if we can get him swinging. Third baseman dives out of the way of the ball. Dave Winfield up to bat. Forces double play.
He's out.
Ryan Harper up to bat.
Foul.
Thrown out at first for a change. Got Hoyles, Baines, and Anderson up for the Baltimore Orioles. Hoyles hits it to the shortstop.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Harold Baines up to bat.
Here I.
Swings way too early. Harold Baines hits it to deep center, and he's rounding first. We'll keep him on second because he's slow. Brady Anderson up to bat. Hits a monster foul ball.
He's out.
Down the first base for a pop fly.
He's out.
Mike Devereaux hits a line drive to the first baseman, and that changes sides. Got Pedro Munoz up to bat. Ben McDonald throws it. Strike. Hits a foul ball to the catcher.
He's out.
Chris Hoyles easily makes the play. Tim Jorgensen. Thrown out at first. That was a long first base throw. Pat Mears up to bat. I think it's Pat Mears anyway. Updated the rosters. Took a while.
Here I.
Brady, oh no.
He's out.
All right. Pop fly to center field, changes the sides. Your Baltimore Orioles are up to bat. Pagliaro hits a monster home run. into that person's window. His first of the season.
Here I.
David Segui, foul ball to the catcher. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. Hits it to the shortstop.
Ow.
Thrown out at first. Mark McLemore up to bat. Hits it to shallow right field for a single. Mike Devereaux up to bat.
Foul. Here I. He's out.
And caught by the third baseman for an out. Got Chuck Knobloch up to bat.
Here I.
I have his rookie card. Chuck Knobloch on base. We're going to give him some pressure.
Save.
Kirby Puckett up to bat. Hits it down left field. Fielded by Anderson. Ooh, Anderson's arm almost got Chuck Knobloch. Ken Harbach is up to bat.
He's
Forced
out.
double play,
He's out.
but they do score a run. Dave Winfield up to bat. Fielded, thrown out at first. And the Minnesota Twins tie it going into the bottom of the fourth. Baltimore Orioles have Hoyles, Baines, and Anderson.
Here I.
Hoyle swings at the air. Hits it to the shortstop, thrown out at first.
Here I.
Harold Baines.
He's
Hits
out.
it to the left field, and he's out. Brady Anderson hits it to the shortstop,
He's out.
thrown out at first. That changes the sides. Harper up to bat.
He's out.
Pedro Munez is up to bat. It's a little shallow blooper to left field.
He's out. Save.
Ripken catches the fly ball.
Foul. He's out.
And that's changed sides. Got Reynolds, Pagliaro, and David Segui up to bat.
He's out.
Reynolds hits it to the first baseman for an out.
Here
Mike
I.
Pagliaro swings and misses.
Here I.
Swings and misses again.
He's out.
Hits it to the first baseman, and he's out. David Segui
He's out.
thrown out at first, and that's the change. Mac hits a little blooper to shallow left. Chuck Knobloch up to bat.
Save. Save.
Ooh, hits an infield little dribbler.
Foul ball.
Kirby Puckett up to bat.
Here I.
Swings and misses. Why? How is that center field? I don't get it sometimes.
Save.
Like Brady Anderson could have had that.
Here I. He's out. He's out. Save. He's out.
Foul ball caught. All right, Minnesota rallies there and gets a point on the board in the top of the sixth. We move to the bottom of the sixth, and Ripken's up to bat. Hits a little blooper into shallow right field.
Here I.
Mark McLemore
Ow.
bunts, sacrifices to move Ripken into second.
Here I. Here I.
Mike Devereaux up to bat. Secret bunt down first baseline.
Ow.
Thrown out at first. We do move Ripken to third base, though. Hoyle swings for the fences and misses.
He's out.
Line drive to left field, and he's out. Left Ripken on third base.
Foul ball.
Pedro Munez fouls.
Here I.
Pedro Munez strikes. Pedro Munez hits a deep left field ball.
He's out.
Pat Mears up to bat. Little dribbler.
Ow.
Forces the double play for change. Harold Baines up to bat.
Here I.
Harold Baines hits it shallow left field. Actually, deep left field. Let's see if he can get on second. And he's safe, barely. Brady Anderson hits a ball to left field.
He's out.
Oh, God. Harold Baines thrown out on to third. Mike Pagliaro hits a line drive. RBI double.
Save. Here I.
David Segui
Save. Save.
bunts, sacrifice bunt, but he didn't sacrifice nothing, and they change pitchers. They're going with Hartley.
He's out. Save.
And Ripken hits to right field. Scott. Oh.
Ball. He's out.
And that changes sides. The Orioles rally in the bottom of the 7th and add 2 runs to the board. McDonald pitches to the top of their batting lineup. Ripken fields it, thrown out at first. Chuck No Block is on in the batter's box, hits it to left field. Kirby Puckett up to bat. Takes the first strike. Anderson throws to second, forces the out at second. Ken Harbach up to bat.
He's out.
Throws to second for the force out. Mike Devereaux up to bat. Mike Devereaux hits it shallow left field for a single.
Ball.
Chris Hoyles
He's out. He's out.
hits it to shortstop for a double play. Harold Baines thrown out at first. Dave Winfield up to bat.
Oh.
Takes the first ball inside. Thrown out at first. Ryan Harper up to bat.
He's out.
Beautiful diving catch by Brady Anderson. Pedro Muniz up to bat. Fielded by the third baseman, thrown out. And that's the ball game. The Orioles beat the Twins 3-2. What else in the news? Pirate star hits 300th career home run. Puckett and Harbach, Erbach, only 2 RBIs. The Orioles celebrate Pagliaro's first home run of the season. Pagliaro and Segui, only one with RBIs. All right, there's the results for April 28th. Check the lineup. All right, that's good for the lineup. We'll try another game. So we continue. Minnesota Twins versus Baltimore Orioles.
Play ball.
Got Valenzuela pitching to S. Mac. Forgot his first name. It's a monster foul ball to a lucky fan. Oh, Ripken misses the ball. Lets it slide by. Chuck Knobloch is up to bat. Forces a double play. Barely a double play. Kirby Puckett up to bat. Thrown out at first. Cal Ripken hits it to shallow right field. Mark McLemore almost forces a double play. Secret bunt by Mike Devereaux. Mike Devereaux safe on first. They were trying for the second, the double play.
He's out. Save.
I tried for another double play. Didn't work. Harold Baines up to bat. Ooh! If they would have thrown it to second, it would have been out. Harold Baines hits it to deep right field. Gets an RBI double.
He's out.
Oh, Brady Anderson. The O's are on the board, 1-0. Going into the top of the second.
Here I.
Ken Arbach up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by Mike Pagliaro. Dave Winfield up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by Brady Anderson in left field. Ryan Harper up to bat. Fielded by Ripken, thrown to first, and he's out. Changes the side. We got Reynolds in the batter's box.
He's out.
Hits it to the shortstop, and he's out. Mike Pagliaro hits it to the first baseman. He's tagged out. David Segui up to bat. Hits it to the shortstop, thrown out at first. We go in the top of the third. Baltimore Orioles ahead, 1-0. Pedro Munez up to bat. Fielded by Ripken, thrown out at first. Jorgensen up to bat. Fielded by Pagliaro, thrown out at first. Pat Mears is up.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
He's out.
And that retires the sides. Baltimore Orioles, bottom of the third. Ripken up to bat. It's a nice... I don't think he can make it. Ripken's kind of slow.
Here I.
Might be able to... Oh, he might be able to steal base, though. Nope, he got caught. Mark McLemore hits a shallow left field single. Mike Devereaux hits a long double to right field. Chris Hoyles hits it right to the left fielder. Harold Baines hits a wallop of a foul ball. And he's thrown out at first, leaving runners in scoring position. Mack is up to bat, takes the first strike. And Mack hits a huge homer over the center field wall. Puts the Twins on the board, tying it with the Orioles, 1-1.
Ow.
Hit to the pitcher, thrown out at first. Kirby Puckett up to bat. Thrown out at first. Ken Urbach up to bat. Hits a massive homer and walks to the plate like a boss. Dave Winfield up to bat. Gee, what the fuck? Dave Winfield homers. That's 3 home runs. I think in a row. Ryan Harper up to bat.
Bubble. Oh. Here I.
Thrown out at first. Wow, the Twins rally in the top of the 4th and belt 3 home runs. I do believe in the Orioles, though. We can rally.
He's out.
Anderson rallies the ball right to the second baseman.
He's out.
McLemore hits it to the third baseman. Pagliaro hits it to the third baseman, and he's out. And that's the change sides. Pedro Muniz up to bat. Thrown out at first. Jorgensen up to bat. Hits it over the third baseman's head. Pat Mears up to bat.
He's out. Here I. Save.
Smack hits it to shallow left. Chuck no block up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike. Brady Anderson gets under it. It's to change the sides. David Segui hits a line drive to left field.
Save.
He was attempting to go to second, but the left fielder has an arm.
Here I.
Ripken hits it past the third baseman for a single.
Here I. Save.
Mark McLemore up to bat. Hits it down the middle. Bases loaded for Mike Devereaux.
He's out. Save.
Third runner on third thrown out. Chris Hoyles.
Save. Save.
RBI single with a little ground ball.
Here I.
Harold Baines hits it into deep left field. 2 RBI double to tie the ball game. Oh no, to take one ahead.
Here I.
Brady Anderson up to bat. It's a little dribbler of first.
Foul ball.
Harold Reynolds up to bat.
He's out.
Hey, he hits it to the third baseman for the change. And the Baltimore Orioles rally in the bottom of the fifth. Put 3 scores on the board. 3 runs, that is.
Here I.
Kirby Puckett up to bat. Thrown out at first. Ken Urbeck is up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by the second baseman, Dave Winfield.
He's out.
Amazing diving catch by Cal Ripken to end the side. Mike Pagliaro up to bat. Belts it to the shortstop.
He's out.
David Segui barely thrown out there. Cal Ripken Jr. belts his second home run of the season. Little solo homer. And there it looks like they're switching pitchers. Mark McLemore up to bat. It's a pop fly at home base. All right, Valenzuela pitching to Harper, Munez, and Jorgensen to start off. Fielded by Ripken, thrown out at first. Pedro Munez up to bat. Hits it to left center. Jorgensen. Fielded by Anderson. And that changes the side. Pop fly to right field. Devereaux hits it to the third baseman. Chris Hoyles hits it to the right fielder. Harold Baines hits it to the right fielder, and that changes the sides. Mack hits it over the third baseman's head. Choke Knobloch up to bat.
Save.
Forces the out at second. Unable to make a play at first base.
Here I.
Kirby Puckett takes the second one as a strike.
He's out.
Ken Urbach thrown out at second. Forces an out at second. Brady Anderson up to bat. Foul ball into left field. Foul ball down the right. Pop flies to left field. Harold Reynolds hits a line drive down the left field line. Rounding first and thrown out at second. Not enough speed. Mike Pagliaro hits it over the right fielder's head for a stand-up double. David Segui hits it to the shortstop, and he's thrown out at first. Dave Winfield up to bat. Swings at the first one and misses. Dave Winfield thrown out at first. Harper hits it to Ripken, thrown out at first. Pedro Munez up to bat. Pedro Munez thrown out at first. And the O's beat the Twins 5-3. Let's see what else is in the news. The Reds signed top player from Cuba. Yeah. Mack, Urbeck, and Winfield all homered in the same inning. Top of the fourth. Harold Baines got 3 RBIs for the game. Ripken with that solo homer. There's the results for April 29th. Let's see what the standings are. Baltimore still in third place. They're 1.5 games back. Tigers still leading the American League. That's going to be a good matchup. Third place versus third place. Looks like Seattle's winning their division. All right. We got Sutcliffe pitching for the O's and the Kansas City Royals.
Play ball.
Are playing at Baltimore this time.
He's out.
Hit to the center field. Caught. Ryan McRae up to bat.
Foul ball.
Ryan McRae takes a strike. Ryan McRae thrown out at first. George Brett up to bat. Fielded and thrown out at first for a side change. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat.
He's out.
It's a foul ball, and it's caught. Mark McLemore up to bat. Hit to the shortstop.
He's out.
Barely thrown out at first. Mike Devereaux up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by the shortstop in shallow left. Top of the second. Sutcliffe tossing to McFarland. Fielded, thrown out at first. Wally Joyner takes the first strike looking. And Wally Joyner hits it to deep right. Kevin McReynolds is up, 11 homers for season.
He's out.
Hits it to the third baseman. It's caught. Greg Gaiotti up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to right field, and it's caught for a change. Chris Hoyles hits it down the middle for a little single.
He's out. Save.
Harold Baines hits it into shallow right. It's caught. Brady Anderson
Save.
hits it down the left, the third baseline for a double.
Out. Save.
Woo! Got an RBI there.
He right. He's out.
Ooh, a base running error on third base. Greg Gagne up to bat. Baltimore Orioles did score in the bottom of the second. Hits a little blooper that goes past the third base. Jay Lind is up.
He's out.
Caught by the third baseman. Fernando Jose is up.
He right. He's out.
Fouls out to Hoyles. Ryan McRae up to bat.
He right.
Takes the first strike, looking.
Save. Save.
Ooh. Steals second.
He's out.
All right, looks like we got Pagliaro, Segui, and Ripken up to bat in the bottom of the third. Pagliaro flies out to right field. David Segui hits it to center field for a single.
He right.
Ripken hits it over the center fielder's head for a stand-up double.
Save.
Mark McLemore hits a deep right field stand-up double and hits an RBI.
He right.
Mike Devereaux hits a ground ball to second baseman.
He's out.
Hoyles hits it to the third baseman, and that's it. Baltimore puts another point on the board in the bottom of the third. Mike McFarland is up to bat. Hits it to Ripken, thrown out at first. Wally Joyner up to bat.
He right.
Takes the first strike looking.
He
Second
right.
strike looking.
He's out.
And
Come on.
strikes out. Kevin McReynolds up to bat. Takes the first one looking.
He's out.
Hit to Ripken. That changes sides. Going to the bottom of the fourth, we got Harold Baines, Anderson, and Reynolds up to bat.
He's out.
Baines hits it to the shortstop.
Foul ball. Foul ball. Foul ball. Foul ball.
Brady Anderson hits like 16 foul balls in a row.
Foul ball.
Harold Reynolds, assuming that's a pop fly to left field,
He's out.
and that changes the side. Got Greg Gaetti up to bat for the Royals.
Here I.
Takes the first strike looking. Pitched inside.
Out.
Hits it to Ripken. Thrown out at first. Greg Gagne up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first pitch swinging.
He's out.
Caught by Ripken. Joe Lind is up to bat. That's a solo home run. And jumps on the plate. 474 feet. Jay Lind puts Kansas City on the board. Jose hits it into deep right. Fielded.
Save.
Ryan McRae up to bat.
He's out.
Caught for a change. Kansas City puts a run on the board. And we have Pagliara, Segui, and Ripken up to bat.
Foul ball.
Pagliaro hits a foul ball in the first swing. Hits it to the second baseman, thrown out at first.
He's out.
Segui hits it to the third baseman, and he's out. Ripken.
He's out.
It's a foul ball to the catcher, and that's changed sides. George Brett up to bat.
Foul ball.
It's a line drive foul ball.
He's out.
It's a line drive to the first baseman. Mike McFarlane up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to Anderson. Wally Joyner. Thrown out at
He's
first.
out.
Got McLemore up to bat.
Save.
And he's safe with the little ground ball. Secret bunt.
Out.
Chris Hoyle's up to bat.
He's out.
Flies out to left field.
He's out.
Baines hits it to the shortstop. Thrown out at first. Left runners in scoring position. Kevin McReynolds up to bat for the Kansas City Royals. Thrown out at first. Greg Gaetti is up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
He's out.
Caught by Ripken. Greg Gagne up. Gagne hits down the third baseline into shallow left. Jay Lind
Here I.
up to bat.
He's out.
Ooh, Pagliaro catches the foul ball and then slams into the wall, doing so. Shows his dedication as a player. Got Brady Anderson up to bat.
Bobble.
Anderson hits it into deep right field. He's going to second, and he's safe.
Bobble. Bobble. He's out.
And Reynolds hits it to the third baseman.
Here I.
Pagliaro's on base.
Bobble. He's out. He's out.
And they get a double play. Segui hits it straight to the second baseman. Can't get back in time. And we leave runners in scoring position once again.
He's out.
Jose hits it to the second baseman for an out. Brian McRae up to bat.
Oh.
Takes the first one as a ball.
Here I.
Gets that one looking as a strike.
Here I.
Swings at that one.
He's out.
Flies out to right field. George Brett up to bat. Thrown out at first for the change. Go to the bottom of the 8th. The Baltimore Orioles have 2 points. Kansas City Royals have 1. Orioles definitely need to put more points on the board.
He's out.
Can't do it like that. Mark McLemore up to bat. Hit down the center. Second baseman barely misses it.
He's out. He's out.
And he didn't tag up and thrown out at first. Mike McFarlane is up.
Here I.
Gets the first one looking.
Ow.
Hit a little blooper to first base. Tagged out at first. Wally Joyner up to bat. Thrown out at first. Kevin McReynolds up to bat.
Here I.
It's a strike. Fielded by the third baseman.
He's
Thrown out at first. And the Orioles win pitching duel 2-1. Oh, an umpire caught playing Game Boy during 7th inning stretch. And we only gave up 1 run to Jay Lind. Everyone did pretty good except for Devereaux, Baines, and Reynolds. 0 hits. Reynolds did get an RBI. He got thrown out at second, I think. Sutcliffe got 1 K and 1 earned run. There's the results for April 30th. Let's see. Check the schedule. Oh yeah, this is May now. We got the Kansas City Royals, and then a bye day. Minnesota Twins, and then the Blue Jays. What about changing Reynolds? Got such high defense, though. His batting is just horrid, though. We'll see how that goes. Macklemore, his speed 6. His defense 4, huh? Alright, we're putting Hammonds in for Harold Reynolds. We'll see how that goes. That's a second base, mind you.
Play ball.
Alright. Looks like we're at Kansas City this time. Top of the first, Mike Messina pitching to Jose.
Ow.
Hits a line drive to first base. Oh no, sorry, we're not. We're still in Baltimore.
He's out.
Brian McRae hits it to Cal Ripken. George Brett up to bat. Fielded.
He's out.
Run to first. George Brett is out at first. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat.
He right.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Foul ball.
felt a foul ball.
He's out.
And deep left field fly ball.
He's out.
Mark McLemore hits it to the first baseman. Mike Devereaux up to bat. Hits it down the third base line.
He right.
Chris Hoyles up to bat.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Foul ball. He's out.
and forces the out at second. Mussina pitching to Mike McFarland.
Here I.
Fielded by Ripken, thrown out at first. Wally Joyner up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike looking. Kevin McReynolds up to bat.
Here I. Foul ball. He's out.
Hit to the third baseman for an out. Greg Gaiati is up.
He's out.
Thrown out at the 4-2. Got Baines, Anderson, and Hammonds up. Baines hits it into shallow left field for a single.
Save.
Brady Anderson hits it to the second baseman. Jeffrey Hammonds first time up to bat. And hits it down the middle.
Here I.
Mike Pagliaro up to bat.
He's out. Save. Save.
It's a single. Got a force out at third. David Segui hits it out the gap to right field for a single.
Here I.
Ripken up to bat.
Save.
2-run RBI double for Ripken.
Here I.
Mike McLemore is up to bat.
He's
Hit to the
out.
pitcher, thrown out at first. Baltimore has a little rally there, puts 2 runs on the board. Mussina pitching to Greg Gagne.
Here I.
Thrown out at first.
Out.
Jay Lind up to bat. It's at a deep left. Anderson fields it, throws it to second.
Save.
Jose gets on base. Brian McRae up to bat.
Out. He's out.
Double play at second and first. Got Devereaux, Hoyles, and Baines up to bat in the batting rotation. Devereaux hits it to the shortstop, and he's safe.
He's out. He's
Not
out.
sure why my guy wouldn't run back to first, but I tried to send him back to first.
Here I.
Harold Baines up to bat. It's a little blooper to the first baseman, and he's out. George Brett up to bat.
Out.
Tagged out at first. Mike McFarland up to bat. Caught by Ripken. Wally Joyner up to bat. Ball to the deep center, and it's caught. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Brady Anderson
Here I.
swings for the fences way too early. Hits it to the shortstop.
Ow.
Thrown out at first. Jeffrey Hammond's up to bat. Hits it to the third baseman.
Ow.
Thrown out at first.
Here I.
Mike Pagliaro up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to the third baseman. And that changes sides. We go to the top of the fifth. Baltimore Orioles lead the Kansas City Royals 2-0. Hits it to shallow left. Greg Gaiotti up to
Here
bat. Takes the first strike from Messina.
Oh. Oh.
Anderson throws to second.
Ow. Save.
Forces the out at second. Ray Gagne up to bat. Hits it to Brady Anderson.
He's out. Save.
Jay Lind up to bat.
He's out.
Ripken fields it for the force out at second. And looks like we got David Segui, Ripken, and McLemore up to bat.
He's out.
Segui hits it to the third baseman. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. Cal Ripken Jr. belts his third home run of the season. He's blossoming at the top of the lineup. Mark McLemore, foul ball. Hits it to the shortstop.
Ow.
Thrown out at first. Got Mike Devereaux up to bat. Hits it to the third baseman.
He's out.
Thrown out at first. Go to the top of the sixth. Baltimore leading 3-0.
Here I.
Jose swings at it and misses.
Here I.
Swings at it, or caught looking there.
He's out.
Hits it to the first baseman for an out. Brian McRae
He's out.
hits it to the second baseman and he's out. George Brett up to bat.
Here
Takes the
I.
first strike. Hits it to
He's out.
Ripken and changes sides. Got Hoyles, Baines, and Anderson up to bat.
Here I.
Hoyles hits it into shallow left field for a single.
He's out. He's out.
Hoyles doesn't tag up.
He's out.
Brady Anderson hits it to deep left and it's caught. All right, we move to the top of the seventh. Orioles ahead 3-0. We got McFarland, Joyner, and McReynolds up for Kansas City. Mike Messina throws the pitch to Mike McFarland, who hits it into deep left field. Anderson fields it. Wally Joyner up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
He's out. He's out.
Gets a double play tag. Hits it past the third baseman. Greg Gaiotti is up.
He's out.
Hits to the third baseman, and that's change. Jeffrey Hammond's up to bat. Jeffrey Hammonds hits it into deep left field for a double.
Ow.
Mike Pagliaro hits it.
He's out. He's out.
Oh man, my runner ran into the guy with the ball. Just happens to hit it there. Gagne thrown out at first. Jay Lind up to bat.
Here I. Bubble.
Cena thrown outside
He's out.
for a strikeout. F. Jose. It's in the shallow center for a single. Brian McRae up to bat. It's into right field.
He's out.
And that changes. Got Ripken, McLemore, and Devereaux up to bat for Baltimore.
He's out.
Ripken hits it to the pitcher for an out. McLemore up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to the first baseman for an out. Mike Devereaux up to bat. Devereaux hits it over the shortstop's head for a single. Chris Hoyles up to bat. Hits it into shallow right for a single.
Save.
Harold Baines hits it into deep right field for a stand-up double RBI. Brady Anderson hits it into deep left field for a 2 RBI double.
Time.
Kansas City's going to the bullpen. Jeffrey Hammond's up to bat.
Here I.
It's a little blooper to the shortstop, thrown out at first. And the Baltimore adds 3 more runs in the bottom of the 8th. George Brett up to bat. Hits it into shallow right field. Mike McFarland up to bat. Hits it into left field. Wally Joyner up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first one as a strike. And, of course, a foul ball, thank God.
Bubble. He's out.
And Wally Joyner struck out swinging. Kevin McReynolds up to bat.
He's out. Save.
Takes the first pitch inside and hits it to the shortstop. Greg Gaiotti up to bat.
He's out.
And the Orioles shut out the Royals 6-0. What else in the news? A Dodger ace may miss start with sore elbow. Lucina gets the win. Player of the game, Cal Ripken. 3 RBIs with a solo homer. McLemore and Pagliaro are hitless. Gagne, Gaetti, and Brian McRae are hitless from the Royals. That's crazy. Here's the results for May 1st. Let's see the standings. Ooh, the Baltimore Orioles are in first place now. That means Toronto and Detroit have been playing like poopy bottoms. Seattle just 1 game ahead. Texas Rangers doing horribly. All right. Think we got time for one more game. Then we're going to switch it up. We got to play some Deep Rock Galactic. Hold on 1 second. We got Picardo versus JB Moyer. And well, I gotta just check my text from work. Worky, worky, worky. All right, we are golden. All right, Kansas City Royals against the Baltimore Orioles. Looks like we're playing in Baltimore. So another home game. I'm the Baltimore Orioles. And sending the first pitch to Jose. Fielded. Thrown out at first. Brian McRae up to bat.
He's out.
Beautiful jumping catch by the second baseman. George Brett up to bat.
He right.
Crazy curveball by Moyer. Hit to Ripken.
He's out.
Thrown out at first. Going to the bottom of the first with our starting batting lineup of Ripken, McLemore, and Devereaux.
He right.
Ripken swinging for the fences there. Hits it to the shortstop.
Ow.
Thrown out at first.
He right.
McLemore up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to deep left field for a fly ball.
He's out.
Devereaux hits it to right field for a fly ball. And we're in the top of the second. Moyer's first pitch, gonna be a curveball outside to McFarland. Hit to the third baseman.
Ow.
Thrown out at first. Wally Joyner.
He right.
Takes the first strike looking.
He right.
Second strike looking.
He's out. Oh, come on.
JB Moyer strikes out. Wally Joyner swinging. Kevin McReynolds up to bat. Thrown out at first for the change. All right, we got Hoyles, Baines, and Anderson up to bat for the Orioles. Hoyles hits it to the shortstop.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Harold Baines
Out.
thrown out at first. Brady Anderson
He right.
hits it over the third baseman's head for a single. We got Harold Reynolds.
He's
It's
out.
a deep fly ball to right field for the change. We go to the top of the third. Got Gaiotti, Gagne, and Lind. All to face Jamie Moyer.
He's out.
Gagne's up to bat.
He's out.
He hits it to Ripken. Jay Lynn up to bat.
He right.
Takes the first strike looking.
Bubble.
Fouls it.
Oh.
Takes that ball. Hits it to Ripken.
He's out.
Thrown out at first. Going to the bottom of the third. We got Pagliaro, David Segui, Kyle Ripken Jr. up to bat. Mike Pagliaro in the batter's box.
He right.
Swings way too early. Hits it to the shortstop.
Out.
Thrown out at first.
He right.
David Segui. Strike. Hits it into shallow left field for a single.
He's out.
Ripken
Hey.
hits a line drive to the third baseman.
Save.
Almost picked off at first base.
He right.
McLemore hits it to first base for the force out at second. All right, we go to the top of the fourth. Jose, McRae, and Brett up to bat for the Royals, facing Moyer.
He's out.
Pop fly to the second baseman. Ryan McRae up to bat.
Out.
Infield ground ball to the second baseman. George Brett up to bat.
Oh.
Takes the first ball. Ground out
He's out.
to Ripken. Going into the bottom of the fourth, we got Devereaux, Hoyles, and Baines up to bat.
He right.
Devereaux swings for the fences way too early. Hits it into shallow right field for a single. Chris Hoyles up to bat. Hits it down the middle to shallow single.
Save.
Shallow center for a single. Harold Baines smacks.
He's out. He's out. He's out.
And amazing, the Kansas City Royals get a triple play. Very, very rare, but they got it. None of the runners tagged up. All right. Got Mike McFarland up to bat.
Here I.
Musina throws a weird changeup. Hits it to the first baseman. Wally Joyner up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the curveball.
Here I.
Takes another curveball.
He's out.
Way outside, and Wally Joyner complains to the umpire. Not sure why. He swung and missed. It's not like it was a bad call. Kevin McReynolds up to bat.
He's out.
Thrown out at first. All right, going to the bottom of the fifth, we've got Brady Anderson, Harold Reynolds, and Pagliaro up to bat. Brady Anderson hits a stand-up double into deep left field.
Oh.
Harold Reynolds takes the first pitch as a ball.
He's out. Save.
Anderson tags up.
Ow.
Pagliaro tagged out at first. Anderson in scoring position.
He's out.
David Segui thrown out at first. So we go to the top of the sixth. Jamie Moyer on in line to get a perfect game. We got Gaetti, Gagne, and Lind up for Kansas City Royals. Jamie Moyer pitching to Gaetti with a little curveball. He hits it into left center.
Save.
Gaetti gets a stand-up double.
He's out.
Jay Lind up to bat.
He's out. Save.
Ripken catches it with a beautiful diving play. Jose up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to the pitcher. That does end Moyer's hitless game. But going into the bottom of the sixth, we got Ripken, McLemore, and Devereaux up to bat. Ripken pop fly to left field. McLemore up to bat.
Here I.
Hits it down the center for a single. Devereaux up to bat.
He's out. Save.
Almost got him at first. Chris Hoyles up to bat.
He's out.
And hits it to shallow center. Pop fly. All right, going in the top of the seven. Teams are scoreless. Jamie Moyer throws to McRae inside. McRae gets a hit. George Brett up to bat. Hits it into deep right field.
He's out.
Force the double play,
He's out.
and that changes the side. Going to the bottom of the 8th, we got Baines, Anderson, and Reynolds up to bat. Harold Baines hits it to the first base, tagged out.
He's out.
Brady Anderson line drive to first base, he's out.
Hobble.
Harold Reynolds up to bat.
Hobble.
Harold Reynolds hits it deep to left field, and he's out. Well, we moved to the top of the 8th. Both teams are scoreless. And we got Joyner, McReynolds, and Gaetti facing Moyer. Moyer throws the pitch to Joyner.
He's out.
Caught by the second baseman. Kevin McReynolds up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike. And if there was no foul line, that would have been a home run. McReynolds pops it up to left center.
He's out.
Greg Gaetti up to bat.
He's out.
Pop fly to right field. And that changes. All right, bottom of the 8th, Baltimore Orioles have Pagliaro, Segui, and Ripken. Pagliaro hits it into shallow right field for a single. David Segui pops flies to right field.
Here I.
Ripken swinging for the fences.
Here I. He's out. Save.
Ripken fly ball to left field.
Here I. Save.
McLemore swinging way too early. Infield fly ball to the third baseman.
He's out.
And that changes sides. We go into the top of the 9th. Both teams scoreless. Greg Gagne up to bat for the Royals.
He's out.
Hits it to third base. Jay Lind up to bat. Hits it to the third baseman.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Jose up to bat. Dribbler to the pitcher, and he's thrown out. Go to the bottom of the 9th. With Devereaux up to bat.
Here I. Here I.
Devereaux swings at the first two pitches. It's a dribbler to the shortstop, and he's thrown out at first. Chris Hoyles up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it straight back to the pitcher for an out. Harold Baines hits it to the shortstop. He's thrown out at first, and we're going into extra innings again. Extra innings, got Brian McRae taking it from Moyer.
Here I.
Fielded,
He's out.
throwing out at first, barely. George Brett up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
He's out.
Caught by the second baseman. Got McFarlane up. Fielded, thrown out at first. That ends the top of the 10th inning.
Here I.
Anderson swings for the fences and way too early. It's a little dribbler to the third baseman, and that was close. He's thrown out at first.
Time.
We're going to switch Reynolds out. We're going to put Hammonds in.
Here I.
Jeffrey Hammonds pitching or hitting for Reynolds. And he's on base with a single. Pagliaro hits a foul ball.
He's out.
Pagliaro flies out to right field.
Here I.
Hammond steals second. Hammonds is in scoring position. Segui got us a single. Ripken up to bat.
Foul ball.
And Ripken, RBI single for the winning run. Orioles shut out the Royals 1-0. Orioles hire Shrink to help team win. Oh. Good job, team. Good job. Say player of the game is Ripken again, even though he's got one hit. Jamie Moyer, an amazing 10 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, and only 2 hits for the Royals. Amazing. There's the results for May 2nd. Ooh, looks like Boston loses to California. Let's see what the standings are. Baltimore at the top. 14 wins, 9 losses. Wow, Milwaukee's tearing it up, huh? We're playing the Minnesota Twins right now. They're in third in their division. All right, we got Ben McDonald versus Brumett. And looks like we're playing in
Play ball.
Minnesota. We are. Ripken up to bat. It's a deep right, fly ball. Mark McLemore is up to bat. Mark McLemore hits a huge foul ball, and it's caught into left field. Mike Devereaux hits the ball into a little gap into shallow right field. Chris Hoyles
He's out.
hits it to the shortstop, and he's forced out at second. All right, we got Mac, Knobloch, and Puckett up to bat for the Minnesota Twins. Ben McDonald, earned run average only 2.99.
He's out.
Caught in center field. Chuck Knobloch up to bat. Hits it into left field for a single. Kirby Puckett up to bat.
He's out. Save.
Almost got the double play. Kirby Puckett's a little bit too fast.
He right.
Got Ken Urbach.
He's out.
Tossed to second base after the failed catch. Going in the top of the second, we got Harold Baines, Anderson, and Reynolds up to bat for Baltimore.
He right.
Baines swings and misses.
He's
Baines
out.
hits it to the shortstop. Anderson swings and misses. Anderson hits it into left field for a base hit. Secret bunt. Harold Reynolds safe on first and advances Anderson to second with a secret bunt. Another secret bunt.
Ow. Save.
Sacrifice secret bunt. Moves Anderson to third.
He's
And Segui fucks up everything. Excuse my language. Dave Winfield up to bat. It's into shallow left. Brian Harper up to bat.
Save. He right.
Brian Harper takes the first strike.
Oh.
Takes the ball. Hit it in the gap again.
Save.
Pedro Munez up to bat. And he bunts.
Ow. Save.
And they advance a runner onto third for Jorgensen.
He's out. Save.
Pat Mears up to bat.
He's out.
Line drive to the third baseman to change sides. And we got Ripken, McLemore, and Devereaux up to bat.
He's out.
Ripken hits it to the shortstop for an out. McLemore hits it to the shortstop for an out. Devereaux hits it to the shortstop for an out. All right, bottom of the third, we got Mac, Knobloch, and Puckett up to bat for the Twins.
He right.
Mac takes the first strike. Hits the second one. Left field. Knobloch up to bat.
He right. Ow.
Forced double play by Ripken. Kirby Puckett up to bat. It's into shallow left field. I don't know what's going on. Twins are on fire. Ken Urbach up to bat, hits a fly ball to right field. All right, we got Chris Hoyles up to bat for the Baltimore Orioles. Swings for the fences and misses.
He's out.
Line drive to first base, and he's out. Harold Baines hits it to the third baseman,
Out.
and he's thrown out at first. Brady Anderson flies out to the shortstop. All right, due up are Winfield, Harper, and Muniz for the Twins.
He's out.
Amazing diving catch by Brady Anderson into shallow left. Got Brian Harper up.
Oh.
He takes the ball.
Oh.
He takes ball two.
Here I.
He swings that ball for strike one.
He's out.
Caught by Cal Ripken at shortstop. Pedro Muniz up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
Here I.
Takes the second strike.
He's out.
Caught swinging as breaks his bat over his knee. We go into the top of the fifth. We got Reynolds, Pagliaro, and Segui up for the Orioles. McLemore hits a beautiful ground ball to shallow
He's out. Save.
shallow left field.
Save. Save.
Ooh, almost got thrown out there. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. It's a shallow left field.
Save.
Bases loaded for McLemore.
He's out.
McLemore line drive to first base.
He's out.
And with bases loaded, line drive to first base and thrown out. Got Jorgensen taking the first pitch from McDonald.
Here I.
Takes it as a strike.
He's out.
Beautiful catch by Anderson. Didn't even have one of the little markers. He was still able to find it. Pat Mears is up.
Here I.
Takes the first strike.
Here I.
Swings and misses at the second. Fielded by Ripken. Thrown out at first. Got S. Mac up to bat. Missed by the second baseman. Chuck Knobloch up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by the third baseman. And we go to the top of the sixth with Hoyles, Baines, and Anderson up to bat for the Orioles. Chris Hoyles drops one into shallow left for a single.
Foul.
Harold Baines, foul ball. Line drive down the third baseline.
Save. Here I. He's out.
Brady Anderson fly ball to left field.
He's out. Save.
Ooh, they almost got a double play there.
He's out.
Oh. Led off a little bit too far on second base. Got checked. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Got Kirby Puckett up to bat, facing Ben McDonald.
He's out.
Puckett hits it to Ripken for an out. Ken Urbach up to bat.
Out.
Line drive to first base. Dave Winfield.
He's out.
Caught by the first baseman. That changes sides as we move to the top of the 7th. Tie ball game 0-0. Everyone's left runners on base. Pagliaro hits a little dribbler to the shortstop. David Segui up to bat.
Here I.
Swings and misses. It's a little line drive to left field.
Here I.
Ripken fouls into right field. It's a little dribbler to second base, and they force a double play. All right, we go bottom of the 7th. We got Brian Harper, Muniz, and Jorgensen up for the Twins. Harper takes the first pitch as a strike.
Oh.
Hits it into shallow right field. Pedro Muniz up to bat.
Oh.
Takes the first ball.
He's out.
Brady Anderson throws it to third with that fielding error. Torgensen up to bat.
Here I.
Or Jorgensen.
Out.
Force out at second. Cal Ripken was unable to make that play.
He's out.
Force out at second. Top of the 8th, Baltimore and Minnesota tied 0 points. And we're going to start with a secret bunt. Oh. Start with another secret bunt. And McLemore thrown out at first. Devereaux up to bat. Thrown out at first. Chris Hoyles up to bat. Shallow center field for a single.
Here I.
Harold Baines hits a single to deep left. And Brady Anderson hits a stand-up double RBI. And the O's are on the board. They're switching Brummett out with Hartley.
He's out.
And throwing out at first. Baltimore Orioles on the board. Bottom of the 8th, Minnesota Twins 0, Baltimore 1. Donald throws to Smack.
Ball. Ball.
Oh, Ripken dives out of the way. Misses fielding the ball. Chuck Knobloch up to bat.
Save.
Gotta give him some pressure on first.
Out. He's out.
And a barely forced double play. Knobloch is just too fast. Kirby Puckett thrown out at first. Then we go into the top of the ninth. Baltimore 1, Minnesota 0. Got Mike Pagliaro on base. To the first baseman. David Segui.
He's out.
Ripken hits his, somehow that was a homer. His fourth home run of the game. McLemore hits a little dribbler to the shortstop. Sorry, Ripken's fourth home run of the season. We got Ken Urbach up to bat. Bottom of the ninth. Thrown out at first. Dave Winfield up to bat. Foul ball.
Here I.
Dave Winfield on the bag. He's got a single. Brian Harper up to bat. And double play ending the game. Orioles shut out the Twins 2-0. Let's see. Dodger fan signs a contract after stealing fly ball from opposing outfielder. Whoa. Player of the game, Cal Ripken Jr. with his defense, his home run. Brady Anderson got an RBI. Pretty much everyone got a hit except for McLemore. And, oh yeah, Pagliaro. We shut out Mears, Jorgensen, and Urbeck. Nothing. There's the results for May 3rd. There's the results for May 4th. And let's see what's going on with the standings. Oh, Baltimore's still leading. 15 wins, 9 losses. Brewers are still tearing it up, huh? Looks like we play Minnesota again. See what's happening in the National League. Got Philadelphia leading there, Cincinnati and San Diego. See your schedule. I gotta edit their names, the Toronto Blue Jays. Oh, we're on a winning streak, I think. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak. Nice. I think we'll finish up the Twins, and then We'll edit the Toronto Blue Jays. Unless I already did. Let me take a look. They're Derma, Linden, White, Boston, Anapa. Jack, Scarrett, Betts, McGinty, Bell. Maybe I already did. Maybe I didn't. Look like all real players. Alright, we'll play one more.
Play ball.
And then we'll edit the team. It's got Tapani versus Ripken. Ripken starting off strong with a single down the middle. Mark McLemore is up.
Here I.
Takes the first strike. Secret bunt. And he's safe on first with the secret bunt. Secret bunt.
Save.
And like that, the bases are loaded. Chris Hoyle's coming up to bat. It's a high pop fly.
He's out. Save.
Harold Baines, RBI single.
He's out. He's out.
And they got a double play there. But that puts Baltimore on the board. Sutcliffe throws to Puckett. Chuck Knobloch up to bat.
He's out. Save.
Chuck Knobloch at Kirby Puckett, man. No, that wasn't even Kirby Puckett. Who was that?
He's out. Save.
Ken Urbach up to bat. Ken Urbach dives out of the way. Ken Urbach gets a single. Second baseman dives out of the way. Dave Winfield up to bat.
He's out.
Throws to third for the force out. Harold Reynolds hits it to shortstop. Thrown out at first. Mike Pagliaro line drive to first base. He's out. David Segui, the deep foul ball.
He's out.
Hits it to the shortstop, and he's out. Brian Harper up to bat.
Here I. Out.
Hits it to Ripken, thrown out at first. Pedro Munez up to bat. Fielded, thrown out at first. We got Jorgensen up to bat.
Oh.
Jorgensen hits a line drive down to the third baseline for a single. Pat Mears is up.
He's out.
Ripken forces the out at second. And due up for the O's are Ripken, McLemore, and Devereaux.
Here I. He's out.
Ripken line drive to the first baseman. McLemore secret bunt.
Save.
McLemore safe on first with the secret bunt. Devereaux secret bunt.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Moves Devereaux to second.
Foul ball. He's out.
And Hoyles flies out to shortstop. We got Mac, Knobloch, and Puckett up for the Twins. It's to shallow center.
Foul ball.
Knobloch hits a monster foul ball.
Save.
Unable to field it in time. Kirby Puckett.
Foul ball. He's out.
Puckett hits it into deep left field. Pop fly. Ken Urbach up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first one as a strike.
Oh. Oh.
Urbach not swinging at anything.
Foul ball. Save. Save.
Fielder's choice there. Makes the wrong decision. Dave Winfield lined up to have a grand slam right here.
Here I. Here I.
Takes 2 strikes.
He's out.
Caught swinging. Breaks his bat over his knee. Ryan Harper up to bat.
Here I. Oh. He's out.
Ripken force out at second. And the O's still lead 1-0. Going in the top of the fourth, we got Baines, Anderson, and Reynolds. Reynolds flies out to third base. Brady Anderson grounds out to first. Harold Reynolds.
He's out.
Foul ball to third. That ends the side. Bottom of the fourth, Muniz, Jorgen, and Mears. Pedro Muniz up to bat. Fly ball to shortstop. Jorgensen up.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Pat Mears
Here I.
takes a strike looking.
Here I.
Takes a second strike looking. And Pat Mears
He's out.
that was a weird bug. Brady Anderson jumps in the air to catch it. Doesn't catch, hits his legs. And then he catches it. Brady Anderson back to the wall. Amazing catch.
Here I.
Pagliaro fouls out. David Segui up to bat.
Here I. Foul.
And David Segui strikes out. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat.
Foul.
Cal Ripken Jr. monstrosity of a home run. His 5th of the season. 531 feet. That must be a new record. McLemore hits a little dribbler to the shortstop, and he's thrown out at first. All right. Going into the bottom of the 5th, we got Mac, Knobloch, and Puckett up to bat for the Twins.
He's out.
S. Mac hits it to the pitcher. Chuck Knobloch up to bat. Hits it into shallow center. Kirby Puckett up to bat. It's a foul ball.
Foul.
Randy Anderson throws him out at second from shallow left. What an arm. Ken Urbach up to bat.
He's out.
Fouled out to the catcher. Mike Devereaux up to bat.
He's out.
Hits it to the third baseman.
Here I.
Chris Hoyles up to bat.
He's out.
Chris Hoyles hits it into deep left field at the warning track, and it's caught.
He's out.
David Segui hits it to the third baseman, and he's out. All right, we got Dave Winfield up to bat for the Twins. Sutcliffe throws the first pitch.
Here I.
Winfield takes it looking.
Oh.
Winfield takes the ball.
Here I.
Dave Winfield gets another strike looking. Winfield thrown out at first. Brian Harper up to bat.
Here I.
Watches the first strike.
Foul. Oh. He's out.
Brian Harper hits it to the third base, and he's out. Pedro Munoz up to bat. Hits it down the middle for a single. Jorgensen up to bat.
He's out.
Forces the out at second. And we're going to the top of the 7th. We got Brady Anderson, Reynolds, Pagliaro up for the O's. Anderson swings for the fence and misses.
He's out.
Grounds out to the third baseman. Reynolds grounds out to the third baseman.
Out.
Mike Pagliaro
He's out.
line drive to the first baseman. Going in the bottom of the seventh, the O's are up 2-0. Got Pat Mears up to bat. Throwing out at first. Got S. Mac. Hits it into center field for a single. Chuck Knobloch up to bat.
He's out.
Beautiful diving catch by Anderson. Kirby Puckett up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike looking. Kirby Puckett hits it foul left.
He's out.
And going in the top of the eighth, we got Segui, Ripken, and McLemore up to bat.
Here I.
Segui hits it to the shortstop.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Ripken hits a line drive down the third baseline for a single. Secret bunt.
Out. Safe.
McLemore sacrifice bunt to move Ripken into second. Mike Devereaux. It's a deep
Safe.
right field double. RBI.
Bobble. He's out.
Orioles hits it to the third base and ends the little rally. Cal Ripken Jr. gets a run. Devereaux, I think, gets a RBI. Going to the bottom of the eighth, got Urbeck, Winfield, and Harper up for the Twins. Ken Urbeck's up.
Bobble. Here I. Bobble.
Urbeck hits another foul. Urbeck thrown out at first. Dave Winfield up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by the second baseman, Brian Harper up to bat. Thrown out at first. All right. Top of the ninth, we got Harold Baines, Anderson, and Reynolds up for the O's. Baines hits it to the third baseman, thrown out. Anderson swings for the fences.
He's out.
Hits it to the third baseman, and he's out.
Time.
We're going to do a pinch hitter here. We're going to put Jeffrey Hammonds in for Reynolds. Actually, let's put Gomez in. He's got 7 power.
Here I.
Gomez gets a base hit. Pagliaro gets a double.
Save.
David Segui is up. David Segui, 3-run homer to pad the O's lead. His 5th home run of the season. Got Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. It's a little dribbler to the shortstop. Thrown out at first. The O's had a little rally there in the 9th and put 3 more runs on the board. Bottom of the 9th, we got Munoz, Jorgensen, and Mears all on the batting lineup for Sutcliffe.
Ow.
Thrown out at first. Jorgensen.
He's out.
Beautiful diving play by Pagliaro. We got Pat Mears. Pat Mears thrown out at first to end the game. Streaking Orioles win 6-0. Pale Hose Slugger suspended for using corked bat. What does that mean? Pale Hose? It usually just says, like, the name. Pale Hose Slugger. Alright. Another shutout. Sutcliffe got the win. This ER is going to be crazy. Ripken, 3 hits. We got Hoyles, Anderson, and Reynolds all hitless that game. 2 homers, Ripken and Segui. I'd say the player of the game is Ripken once again. He's got 3 runs, 1 RBI, 3 hits. Winfield, Harper, and Mears. Oh, and Kirby Puckett all hitless. Alright, that's the results for May 5th. Detroit Tigers beat Kansas City. Looks like we're going against the Blue Jays. Alright, we're gonna double check their team and update their roster before we play them on the next episode. 1993 Blue Jays. Where's their... Oh, there it is, their roster. Alright. Oh, this doesn't have their number. Toronto Blue Jays roster. Oh, there it is. The Baseball Almanac. That's where I get my information from. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so let's do the pitchers first. Number 66. It's Juan Guzman. All right. Number 41 is Pat Hentgen. Number 34 is Dave Stewart. He's a good pitcher. The ART? It is ART. Number 30 was Todd Stolemeyer. Oh, Todd Stolemeyer. I think that's too many letters. Stottlemyre. We gotta abbreviate it. Yep, Todd Stottlemyre. Looks about the same. Number 47 was Jack Morris. Number 48 of the 1993 Toronto Blue Jays was Mark Eichhorn. Like 2 H's, huh? Number 40 was Mike Timlin. Timlin. Yep. Number 50 was Danny Cox. Danny Cox. Number 49 was Tony Castillo. Castillo. Number 31 was, let's see, number 31, Dwayne Ward. Dwayne Ward. All right, that's it for the pitchers. All right, here's left field. Left field outfielder number 24 was. Ooh. It could be Ricky Henderson or Turner Ward. Since his speed is 10, I'm going to say it's Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson was fast. Fortunately, there's not enough letters as well for Ricky Henderson. So this is going to be an S, and then it's going to be an N. So it's going to be Ricky Henderson. Number 25. Why do they have Ricky Henderson in left field if he's so fast? Instead, they got a slower guy. All right, we have number 25 of the 1993 Toronto Blue Jays was Devin White. Oh, Devin White, he was a good player too. Yeah, this Toronto team for 1993, they had such a good team. They had Joe Carter, Ricky Henderson, Devin White, Roberto Alomar, John Olerud. Tons of good people. There's a reason why they were number 1 in the AL that year. Number 12 is an infielder. Louis Soho. Does it show? Is that the right one? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Roberto Alomar. Read that wrong. I'm sitting too far away from my other monitor. All right, and we got, let's see here, number 29 of the 1993 Toronto Blue Jays was an outfielder. That is Joe Carter. Joe Carter. All right. Number 9 of the infield, first base, was John Olerud. Olerud, yep. Designated hitter for the 1993 Toronto Blue Jays was Paul. They had Paul Molitor too. That's such a good team. Paul Molitor. Paul Molitor. Number 33 of the infield was Ed Sprague. Or Ed Sprague, you. Number 10, catcher, Pat Borders. Shortstop, number 1 was Tony Fernandez. Tony Fernandez. All right, on the bench at catcher position, we had Randy Knorr. Randy Knorr. That Knorr or Core? Knorr. All right, infield position number 5 was Domingo Martinez. Domingo Martinez. Martinez. Barely enough letters for that. Number 4 of the infield was Alfredo Griffin. Alfredo Griffin. All right, and outfield position number 11, we had Darnell Coles. Darnell Coles. Darnell Coles. Number 16 in the outfield was, this must be Turner Ward. Yes, Turner Ward. Did he have a brother too that was a pitcher? Or that's just a common last name? All right, in the outfield, number 2, we had Rob Butler. Rob Butler. Butler. All right. Gonna save it. We'll go ahead and play one of the games against the Blue Jays. I imagine we're gonna get rocked. It's like one of the best teams of the year. All right. Got Mike Messina versus Hentgen. And play ball.
Play ball.
Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat.
He's out.
Caught by the second baseman. Mark McLemore, secret bunt. And
Save.
he's on base. Mike Devereaux, secret bunt.
Out.
Sacrifice to move McLemore to second.
Here I.
Chris Hoyles up to bat. Chris Hoyles got a single. Harold Baines
He's out.
hits it, and it's caught. Got Ricky Henderson up to bat.
Oh. He's out.
Ooh, Anderson beats Henderson to the bag. Devin White up to bat.
Here
Takes the
I.
first strike.
Out.
Thrown out at first. Roberto Alomar up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first strike. Thrown out at first. All right. We got Anderson, Reynolds, and Pagliaro are up for the Baltimore Orioles. Brady Anderson hits a single home run, walk-off homer, his 8th of the season, leading the O's in home runs.
He's out.
Harold Reynolds hits a line drive to third base. Mike Pagliaro,
He's out.
line drive to first base. David Segui
He's out.
hits it to center. And just like that, Baltimore Orioles up 1-0. Joe Carter up to bat. Hit into shallow center left. John Olerud up to bat.
He's out.
Caught at first. Paul Malter up to bat.
Here I. Here I. He's out.
Joe Carter thrown out at second, trying to steal. Brady Anderson gets under the ball and catches it. Ripken hits it down the middle to shallow center for a base hit. Secret bunt. McLemore secret bunts it, moves Ripken to second. Secret bunt. Devereaux secret bunts, moves Ripken to third. Chris Hoyles hits a little blooper. Left field, RBI single. Harold Baines.
He's out.
Force out at second. All right, we got Sprague, Borders, and Fernandez up for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the third. Gets past the third baseman. Pat Borders up to bat.
Here I.
Borders hits it. Into deep left field. Tony Fernandez up to bat.
He's out.
Ricky Henderson
Here I.
takes the first strike.
Here I.
Swings at the second.
He's out.
Ricky Henderson strikes out. Devin White up to bat.
He's out.
And thrown out at first. All right, we got Brady Anderson up to bat.
Here I.
Swings and misses. Brady Anderson off the back wall. Stand-up double.
Hey.
If that wall was shorter, would have been another home run. Secret bunt.
Here I.
Not a secret bunt.
Save.
Secret bunt.
Ow.
Sacrifice to move Anderson to third.
Save.
They almost pick off Anderson. Secret bunt.
Save.
Pagliaro secret bunts. Fielder option, throws it to home, and he's safe.
He's out. Save. He's out.
Ripken hits it to the shortstop, and he's out. And the O's put another run on the board. Going in the bottom of the fourth. O's are up 3-0. They got Roberto Alomar on batting right now.
He's out.
Line drive to the first base. Joe Carter up to bat. And Joe Carter hits it off the back wall. Rounding first, going to second. And he's safe at second. John Olerud up to bat for the Toronto Blue Jays with Joe Carter in scoring position. John Olerud bats it. And diving play and misses. Paul Malter, designated hitter,
Here I.
takes the first strike.
Here I.
Swings at the second one.
He's out. Oh, come on!
Paul Malter strikes out and complains to the umpire.
He's out.
Ripken catches it, and that's a change. Going in the top of the 5th. O's up 3-0. Mark McLemore leading the batter lineup with a secret bunt. Mark McLemore gets a single in center field. Mike Devereaux, secret bunt.
Hey.
Mike Devereaux safe at first with his bunt attempt. Chris Hoyles coming up to bat.
Foul.
Chris Hoyles hits it dead deep left field for an RBI double.
Save. Here I.
Harold Baines,
Save.
RBI single.
Time.
And they're switching pitchers. They're taking Hentgen out for Castillo. Brady Anderson.
Out. Save. Save.
They were unable to get that forced out at second.
Here I.
Harold Reynolds hits it. RBI double for Harold Reynolds. Mike Pagliaro's up. To the shallow center right
Save.
for an RBI single.
Foul.
David Segui hits a foul ball.
Foul.
Another foul ball for David Segui.
He's out.
And Segui swings and misses.
Here I.
Ripken strikes. Ripken hits it down the middle for an RBI single.
Here I.
McLemore's up to bat. Secret bunt.
Foul.
Oh. Secret bunt.
He's out.
And he strikes out bunting. The O's rally put 5 runs on the board on the top of the 5th, making it 8-0 going into the bottom of the 5th. Got Pat Borders up to bat. Fielded by Ripken, thrown out at first. Tony Fernandez.
Here I.
Strike 1. Strike 2.
Here I.
Hits it into shallow right field for fly ball. Ricky Henderson up to bat. Hits it into left field. Devin White.
Here I.
Strike 1.
Foul. He's out. Oh, come on.
Devin White strikes out. Go to the top of the 6th. Chris Hoyles up to bat.
Here I. Foul. He's out.
Chris Hoyle strikes out swinging.
Time.
And they're switching pitchers again. Going with Cox.
He's out. He's out.
And they force a double play. All right, we got Roberto Alomar in the batter's box for the Blue Jays. Gets a single into shallow center. Joe Carter up to bat.
Oh.
Takes the first ball.
Oh.
Takes the second ball.
He's out.
Foul ball to second. John Olerud is up to bat.
Out.
John Olerud gets thrown out at first. The O's miss an important double play opportunity.
Oh.
Paul Malter is up.
Here I. Here I.
Paul Malter strikes out
Oh, come on.
and then complains to the ump that he struck out. We go into the seventh. Brady Anderson hits it into left field, pop fly. Harold Reynolds up to bat.
Here I.
Swing and strike.
He's out.
Harold Reynolds is pop out to third base. Mike Pagliaro up to bat. Over the first baseman's head, and that's a single. Got David Segui up next.
Here I.
5 homers for the season. Hits a little dribbler past the shortstop, and he's on base. Cal Ripken Jr. up to bat. Swings and misses. It's a little dribbler,
He's out.
and they force the out at second. Going in the bottom of the seventh, those are up 8-0. We got Sprague, Borders, and Fernandez.
Foul. Oh. Foul. He's out.
Awesome catch by Anderson in left field. We got Pat Borders up. Fielded by Mussina. Thrown to first. Tony Fernandez up to bat. Tony Fernandez is on base. Ricky Henderson up to bat.
Here I. Here
Ricky
I.
Henderson swings and strikes.
He's out.
And hits it to third base for an out. Got McLemore, Devereaux, and Hoyles up. McLemore hits it to the third baseman.
Out.
Throwing out. Devereaux hits it to the gap and thrown out at first. Chris Hoyle's up to bat.
He's
Hits it
out.
to the right fielder and he's out. Going in the bottom of the eighth. Orioles up 8-0. Devin White in the batter's box.
Here I.
Takes the first one as a strike.
Here I.
Second one is a strike. And he hits it into right field for a stand-up double. Roberto Alomar up to bat.
Here I.
Takes the first one swinging.
Hobble.
It's in deep center for a double. And RBI double. Joe Carter up to bat. Takes the first strike.
He's out.
Hit to Ripken for an out. John Olerud up to bat. Takes the first one as a strike. Gets it past the second baseman for a base hit. Paul Molitor.
Hobble. He's out. Oh, come on!
Paul Molitor strikes out. Oh, no. No. Definitely an error there. Looks like we got a triple.
He's out.
Oh, and he's tagged. Toronto Blue Jays add 3 points in the bottom of the third. Harold Baines up to bat. Harold Baines hits it deep into left field. He's going around first and a stand-up double. Brady Anderson.
He's out.
Hits it to the third baseman.
Here I. Out. Save.
Harold Baines is on third.
Hobble.
Pagliaro gets it through the gap. Scores Baines.
Save. Hobble. Save.
Ooh, they almost get Anderson out there.
He's out.
And Anderson thrown out at second with the force out. At the bottom of the ninth, Baltimore up 9-3.
Here I.
Borders takes the first strike. Borders thrown out at first. Tony Fernandez up to bat.
He's out.
Caught in right field. Ricky Henderson up. Ricky Henderson gets a single.
He's out.
And that ends the ball game. Orioles pound the Blue Jays 9-3. Yankee star signs massive $100 million contract. That was definitely a hit fest for sure. Like everyone got hits. Mike Messina got 3 earned runs against him. Anderson got that solo home run. I'd say, yeah, Anderson probably MVP of the game there. Or Pagliaro with his 4 hits, 3 RBIs. There's the results for May 6th. We're going to check the standings again. Baltimore is still ahead in their division. Toronto, who was once first, is now way down. Yeah, for 1 week they were ahead of Detroit. New York Yankees making it back up. They were like in second to last place, I think. All right. Seattle still in first. Cincinnati's doing good in Philadelphia. All right, that's going to end the stream here. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow, whatnot. Next time you see me go live, you can catch me playing a lot of different games, playing Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, Vapor Deep Rock Galactic, Cyberpunk 2077. Thinking about breaking out the Tecmo Super Bowl 3. It's always a good one. And then also random golf games. But